We have absolutely all been there. You're in a group, you want to look smart, you jump right into the conversation, open your mouth, and almost instantly, you regret it. Well, welcome to this explainer on the incredible hidden power of speaking less. We're skipping the slow intro today, so let's just dive straight into it.
Seriously, have you ever blurted something out just to seem in the loop, only to immediately wish you could take it back? That sudden anxiety of oversharing is completely universal. The sources we're breaking down today use a pretty brilliant analogy to explain this feeling. Spoken words are exactly like arrows. The second an arrow leaves the bow, it can never, ever be taken back. Your words have the potential to be your absolute greatest strength, but the moment you overshare, they permanently become a weakness. And this points to a secret that the absolute greats have known for centuries. The ancient scholar Chanakya hit the nail on the head when he said that fools are known by speech and the wise by silence. You see, the ultimate key to success isn't about having the loudest voice in the room. It's actually about mastering a highly specific formula, knowing exactly what, when, where, and exactly how much to speak. So let's break down the mechanics of this. Speaking from emotion, it creates absolute chaos in your brain. You've got thousands of random thoughts, all triggered by fluctuating emotions, just rushing to your tongue at once. People who overspeak tend to grab these random, unfiltered thoughts and just blurt them out, which creates instant problems. But a structured, silent mind, that acts as a powerful filter. By staying quiet, you clear out all that chaos, organize your thoughts, and only deploy your words when it's absolutely necessary. Section 1. The true power of words. Let's get one thing straight. Silence is definitely not a sign of weakness. It's not about being shy or lonely or just having nothing to add. It is a highly calculated, deliberate tool for power. The legendary warrior Sun Tzu applied this exact philosophy, famously stating, "He who knows when to speak and when not to speak always wins." Sun Tzu actually defeated thousands of enemies using the sheer power of silence. How? By forcing his opponents into an incredibly uncomfortable, deep-thinking state. When you stay silent, the other person starts spiraling. They're thinking, what's their plan? What's the next move? They completely lose focus on their own goals, and honestly, you win the battle before a sword is even drawn. Section 2. Defeat enemies with silence. This brings us to a highly practical strategy called the 100% rule. Basically, you wait for absolute pin-drop quiet in the room before uttering a single word. Seriously, don't try to fight over people's voices. Just stop talking and wait. As that silence stretches out, everyone's focus will slowly, inevitably, drift right to you. Their expectations start peaking. They start wondering why you aren't saying anything. And when you finally do open your mouth, your words are going to land with 10 times the impact. It's not manipulation at all. It's just a brilliant sense of timing. Section 3. Focus and drawing attention. We have all lived through what our sources call the classroom effect. Imagine a super noisy classroom. The teacher is lecturing up front, your mind is wandering, maybe you're whispering to your friend. The teacher's voice just blends into the background noise. But then, suddenly, the teacher completely stops talking and just silently watches the class. The entire room immediately freezes and wonders, why did she stop talking? What is she thinking right now? That sudden drop from chaotic background noise to absolute silence acts as a massive psychological trigger. It literally sends a signal to your brain saying, alert, something just happened. Everyone who was completely ignoring the teacher a second ago is suddenly giving her their full, undivided attention. In a really loud world, silence is a shock to the system. Now, to wield this kind of attention responsibly, the source points us to Buddha's 3 gates of speech. Basically, before you speak, you need to ask yourself these 3 crucial questions. Number 1, is there actual value in what I'm about to say? Number 2, is it strictly necessary right now? And number 3, will it actually make a difference, or will people just let it go in one ear and out the other? And here's the catch. You literally cannot answer these deep questions mid-sentence. You can only answer them when you're in a deeply silent, focused state of mind. Because here is a fascinating biological truth. You cannot truly think and speak at the exact same time. It's practically impossible. If you are talking, you aren't really thinking. And if you're deep in thought, you aren't talking. Silence is the absolute biological requirement to filter out useless thoughts and actually elevate your mental focus. Section 4. True trust and inner strength. I love this financial analogy from the sources. Earning trust by listening is like saving your money, while seeking attention by talking is like spending it. Think about it. Most people talk constantly because they want to impress others, right? They just want to be liked. But truly powerful, successful people do the exact opposite. They listen. They ask questions. They gather intelligence. When you truly listen to someone, you make them feel incredibly valued, and that is exactly how unshakable trust is built. So don't just spend your words, save them.
So, why is this so hard for us to actually do? Well, it's because silence acts as a mirror, and the honest truth is, we're deeply afraid of what it shows us. We falsely equate silence with being lonely. We talk constantly to hide our flaws because we know we aren't perfect, and we desperately crave that external validation. But when you just sit in silence, you are forced to confront your true self. You realize you don't actually need anyone else's approval to be happy. Enduring this kind of silence builds a sense of self-worth that is entirely bulletproof.
Section 5. The practice of speaking less.
All right, let's put this into practice. Picture the scenario. You're in a really high-stakes job interview. It's finally time for the salary negotiation. An initial number has just been offered from across the table. Now, your natural human instinct is to immediately reply, right? Maybe to argue for more, or maybe just to eagerly accept it. But instead, you put up a protective shield of silence. You pause. You just look right at them, completely quiet. What do you think happens next? The interviewers immediately start squirming. They're thinking, what's going through their head? Did we offer too little? Human beings absolutely hate uncomfortable silence. They will do almost anything to fill that awkward void in the room. Oftentimes, without you uttering a single word, the other party will literally start negotiating against themselves, bumping up the offer, or revealing vital information just to break the tension. That is the raw, strategic power of speaking less in action.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a direct challenge. Before you speak today, whether it's to your boss, your partner, or your friends, pause and ask yourself, will my words pass the 3 gates? Is it valuable? Is it necessary? Is it actually going to make a difference? Remember, your words are arrows. Once they are gone, you can never, ever get them back. Try embracing the silence today, and just watch how it completely transforms your power.